What's happening, people? Welcome back to another episode of Red Divided. Myself, Tommy.
You got Ade here.
You got your boy Ham, aka Darwin Nunes.
What's he done?
Nothing. I was just trying to be random. I'm just trying to take our attention off the game.
I was trying to connect it. I was like, huh?
I was about to say,
Darwin Nunes.
Mr. Chaos himself.
cool. What's happening, boys? How's the week?
It's alright. It went quick though.
Yeah.
It's been a quiet week, but in the footballing world, in the terms, obviously we had the Champions League, but there's no like major shock.
Wild stuff,
No wild stuff happening. So I'm guessing everything went under the radar, really.
I think 7-1 is quite wild.
Oh yeah, your 7-1 happened this week,
7-1 is
innit?
wild. Yeah.
But we'll get to that because I don't think anyone saw that coming.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone saw that. There's only one place to start today, but before we do get started, let's just sort of shout out our sponsor. Don't forget, people, we are sponsored by Tox Ains, the perfume. Please make sure you check out his website, www.toxains.co.uk. You can use our promo code to get 10% off, Red Divided in all caps. Shout out to our guy as well, Mikel Arteta. He's got some merchandise on his website. Is 251125.store. Check it out. As I said, I'll give him a shout to see if we can work out some sort of discount as well. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, share this with your friends and family, and turn on your notifications to know whenever we upload on YouTube. Cool. Where should we start? Only one place to start. Big Res Divided derby. Doesn't really mean anything.
Don't mean jack, but it's good to see.
Yeah, it's like I was never really on edge watching this game, and obviously it's sad in it because even when you was going for the title and we had nothing to play for, it still had you on edge because you want to like win or like get something out of the game to stop your title.
Yeah.
But knowing that if either team win is not really gonna mean much. Yeah. So it was. I was never really on edge throughout the game, but I did enjoy the second half more than the first half. I'll be lying if I say I didn't.
The first half didn't happen for you, lot.
No, first half was us.
That's
what was my expectation.
Yeah, pretty much. Like first half is that's just us throughout the season. Look, let's just go straight into the game, man. The first half. I'm sure everyone would have expected Arsenal to dominate the game, but we were just passengers really throughout the whole first half, and the only outlet we had was obviously Garnacho, and for some reason he had he does it a lot anyway with him. He's always had the beating, it felt like he had the beating of Calafiori pretty much all the time, and then I don't think you guys really created much in the first half. Although you had the ball, we obviously set up deep. You didn't really create much. There was half chances, but it was no. I don't think Anana really had much to save. Really, he didn't get worked much. And then we had that breakaway in the first half, and then the free kick came. When we did get that free kick, did you think anything of the what do you call it?
The foul.
No, not the foul.
What, the wall?
The wall, yeah. Did you think anything on the wall at the time?
No, not at the time. No.
No. What about you, Ade?
No. At the time, I guess you don't really peek it. Unless it's horrifically wrong, you don't really think of.
Yeah, I didn't think anything of it until obviously Gary Neville, he mentioned it straight after during the game, and I didn't think anything of it.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Yeah, and look, it was a great free kick. I was watching Sky Sports Office did an analysis of it after the game, and because I know Per Merson initially was going mad at halftime that Raya should have got a bit closer to that, but I think when they showed the analysis, it shows that I think his view was obstructed by Zirkzee and
whoever you lot put in the wall.
Yeah, in the wall. So he had a view of it, and as soon as obviously Bruno went up to take it, they covered that. Covered that spot, so he probably didn't see it until the ball left the wall. So it was hard for him. But look, great free kick by Bruno, and that really changed the game because I reckon if we didn't get that, the second half probably played out the same.
More the same.
I thought it would.
No. My prediction of
I thought it would have played out the same. But because of that, gave us a bit more confidence second half. And as I said, Garnacho had Calafiori on his toes a lot of the times, and then that chance, I think that could have potentially won us the game. That chance from Masarabi, and we was just speaking about it. I think he's done everything he can ask from him, but it was just a great save. Yeah, no, it was I can't win. Yeah, I just thought it was a great save more than anything, because all you ask for it, just keep it hard and low, and is whether to keep a reaction time. And one thing I give to Raya, his reaction time is quick.
Your reflexes are ridiculous.
I
think he's probably the best.
He's probably one of the best I've seen. Yeah, in
today I looked at him and I was like, yeah, that's why.
Yeah, and he's, because I even recall,
he's like a cat.
What game was it that you he went up to get a goal against West Ham and he had to run back or something?
Yeah.
You can tell how quick he is. Like when he outpaced the player.
He outpaced James Ward-Prowse.
You know, it's just the effort, because even the final chance where he runs back and claws it back, a lot of keepers will just like,
they've given up
already. Exactly. You're just just it's fine this week. Let's just go in this week. But that just shows that his standards are high all the time.
All the time. Like, it was a great save. Great save. I didn't even expect that. As I said, Mazarabi done all he needed to do, but the keeper saved it, and I think that gave us confidence really and gave the players confidence knowing that there's a chance in there for us throughout the rest of the game. And Rice got a great goal, great finish for him, and we still got chances after that. I thought you might take over the game again, really, after that goal, but we still had chances. Oyland had his one. Yeah, the first one, great block by Gabriel. Second one, what a tackle by Rice. But I thought it took too much time.
The Rice 100%.
Yeah, and we were speaking about this off here as well, that one, it took too much time. Secondly, even if Rice is going to make the tackle, you've got to be able to shield the ball, making sure that if Rice is going to go through you, like if he doesn't get the ball, he has to go through you. You put your body in the way so you win the pen.
Yeah.
But he didn't do that. But that's a man low in confidence, really. So there's nothing really you can do with him. He's just there for being their sake now. The guy just.
They try to say that. Do you think he was rested for the game? Motherfucker, that boy was dropped. Rested.
It's a shame, man.
That motherfucker was dropped.
He's there for being their sake. And the last chance at the end, what a save again. Not only did he save it, I just said it's the reflex, knowing to get up straight away.
To get up straight,
Now, if that was my keeper that hit back,
Onana would have just said, what else? They'll just shout at me. They'll just abuse me on Instagram. I'm not getting up.
If that was my keeper now, one, he's either going to push it straight to the opponent, type it in, or he'll still be on the floor before.
Exactly.
Yeah, but what a great save. Got up.
Respect.
And he made sure he obviously called it back out before he went into the net. So, but I do think we had like the better chances in the game, but typical United, we don't take our chances. I was just happy with the second half performances, but I'm not really surprised about the performance, because as I said, in terms of like when we play the top teams, for some reason we were able to like
get something.
Get some from there.
Those tactics work better for you though.
Yeah,
just sit as deep as possible and then try and hit him on the break.
Yeah. But you say that, but you say that, but the only really
we pushed up forward.
The only really player that we have that has the ability to beat a player is Garnacho.
Yeah, he carries the fight. He get on the pitch.
Normally, those tactics will work better when we're using two wingers, where you can use both sides. But I thought in the second half we actually pushed out more. We played a bit more, despite us still being holding a low block. We actually played. There was still a few combinations in the second half, but it was a good second half performance. 1-1's probably a fair scoreline, to be honest. I don't think either team done enough to win it. If we won it, I don't think we would have complained. If you won it, if you won it, you want to complain. But I think 1-1 is probably a fair scoreline. What's you guys' thoughts?
What do you think?
No, to be honest, I had zero expectations for the game coming into it. I thought it'll be a draw, probably 0-0. I thought we'll stink out the game. Just stink out the game, see it out.
So it was going well in first half there. Stinking it out.
No, that's horrific. It was a horrific watch. But I thought that's what would happen, right? So I had a few guys over at the house watching it. And first half, it was just, you're sort of watching it, but you're not being entertained by it. You're sort of going eye open, everyone's talking.
Yeah.
And it was just like you guys with the ball and just us watching where you
Side
go,
to side, side to
just
side, side to side.
going
Yeah,
everywhere.
Yeah.
And obviously, but we're being sensible, resolute defensively, so I had no issues with it. And then obviously towards the end, the free kick comes, and it didn't even cross my mind that we could even score. So then it goes in the back of the net. I'm like, okay, now we've got something. Don't mean anything, but it'll be nice to win. It'll be nice to win. We've got 99 wins against you guys. It'll be nice to top it off with
In all comps.
in all comps.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, it'll be nice to top it off to 100, a nice round number. And then obviously second half starts, and you guys obviously still playing the way you're playing, but then once you equalize, there's a bit more space, and it's a bit more entertaining. I'm liking the back and forth, us getting chances. Obviously, Højlund, it is what it is. I keep telling everyone, it's a shame that we paid how much we paid for him, because he wasn't that guy. People look at Xerxes as well, and they're like, oh, what's up with him? But I'm like, actually, before we bought him, he wasn't a prolific striker. He's a good footballer, but he's not a prolific striker. So we can't judge people off something that they never were. We need to stop doing that.
100%.
And we've got a journey to go on. Amrin himself, he's just been vexing me, but that's a story for another day. But in terms of the second half, I enjoyed the chances we created. I enjoyed the fact that we just stood up and were ready for the battle, because ultimately, at the end of the day, you're not going to say Arsenal are down tools. They're still a team that have pride and want to win games regardless. So I'm going to take the fact that we were able to hold out against them and still attack, because we haven't done that against other teams. So, yeah, ultimately you guys are still better than us, but it was nice to have at least a half of football where I can be like, oh yeah. I haven't screamed a couple of times when I thought we were going to score. It was even just nice to have that, but knowing us, next week we're back to what we.
But who lot playing next week in the league?
Leicester away.
Yeah, Leicester away.
Oh wait, okay.
Bruno captain.
What's that? 50-50? 60-40?
No,
60-40?
No, Leicester the one team that
definitely gonna be
only one team. Not even Southampton I'm guaranteed with, but Leicester.
Yeah.
We've got a contract with them. But yeah, it was an entertaining second half. I was able to enjoy the game as opposed to just one of those ones that you just tick off and say what it is. It was fun. It was nice to see Raya. Absolutely, my respect for him went even a level up.
Who's that? Oh, Raya.
Raya, yeah.
We're saying best keeper in the league.
Who else is there at the moment?
Alisson, Edison, Sells.
At the moment, I would say, because Alisson, yes, we got that one performance in the Champions League, but generally this season I've seen enough for him to say Sells is performing.
You think he's better than Alisson?
No, this season, there's this whole definition of.
So you're just
He
saying
said
he's had
at the
the best
moment
season.
he's the best season. Yeah, I haven't seen enough from Alisson to give him a better season than Rao.
Yeah.
100%. Alisson's been injured for half of it, and even
Keller
when he
has
has,
deputised a bit.
and even when he has been there, apart from the PSG game, people aren't going to come and tell me that he's shown.
He's had a good game before that. He started off.
No,
before that.
but there's a difference between.
No, I know what you're saying, but when he came back from injury, he's what saved them. They've been conceded so much chances when he came back from injury. He's been making saves galore when he came back from injury. I think the only thing that is going to go against him this season is that he was injured for a long period of time.
Yeah, it might be that, but
coming back from injury,
me.
him and Kanate, they needed both of them to come back. If both of them didn't come back, we're probably having a different conversation right now in terms of the league, because I watched a lot of their games, and they've been like giving away so much chances. The amount of work. But
ultimately, we're saying two players, right? We're saying Kanate and Alisson. So
and him as well. So we're talking about,
and I'm
just, but in terms of him working this season, he's done it like, I think they got him back and Kanate back at the right time. And especially him.
Yeah.
But if we're talking, just leave Kanate out of it, just him particularly, this season when they got him back, they've conceded far too much chances. They're quite, a lot of the games, if you go into a lot of the games that they won, I think they beat Everton. I mean, when they drew to Everton, when Villa's game, I think there was a few more. Like even when they played at home, like Wolves at home, he was making saves in those games. He can easily win a one. I know, like I think they probably give it to Salah or so, but easily could have given him man of the match of this. So I think.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm not saying he's better than Alisson just generally, but this season, I'll give it to Raya. That one.
But in terms of like Raya, you are right. Like, my level of respect has changed for him but this is what for me, in order for him to get to a position to where you can name someone the best keeper in the league, if you're saying he's the best keeper in this season, then you can have the argument for it's probably between themselves for this season. But the best keeper in the league is a different conversation.
Oh, yeah.
That is someone that has competed like consistently like for more 2 to 3 seasons, not just one season.
Oh yeah, season, I'm only talking about this season. I'm not talking
about last season.
Yeah.
But in terms of like this season, yeah, it's out him and Sells definitely for me.
Big David.
Yeah, look, what about you, Ham? Obviously, you went into the last week. We left it. I don't think any of us, we didn't really know what was going to happen in this game, and I think you said as well you don't think you was going to win anyway.
No, yeah, I don't think either of us are going to win.
But then going into the PSV game, we'll talk about that in a bit more detail. But the dynamics of those games were definitely different compared to what's happened today. And you scored 7 away from home. Did that altered your mind going into this game, or did you think you would do a bit more, or do you still think it was still going to be like a draw? You just weren't going to win.
Nah, we won 7-1 against a team that maybe thought they was a good football team because they're good in their league. So they thought we can play against Arsenal and we will try and do our thing. And I think they quickly realised that when we punched them in their nose early, that, yeah, this is going to be thingy. So I didn't think, and I know the Premier League is different, isn't it? Like, I'm drawing blanks against West Ham, drawing blanks against Nottingham Forest. So United away, and especially what made it worse for me is that we played on Tuesday. United played on Thursday. And you guys had a good game, decent game. And I seen Amarant's comments, which makes sense. No, it doesn't have to be rocket science to say that Arsenal have had more time to prepare for the game. So we're just trying to survive the players. So him saying that and me seeing what we've done in the league, forget what we've done against PSV, that's against the Dutch side. It's nowhere near as physical as our league. It's nowhere near as tactically astute as our league. So I expected United to come into the game and pretty much try and, like you said, like you thought it would be, stink it out. And let's just survive in the game, stink it out. And Arsenal are not having joy against teams that are stinking it out. And Arsenal are coming here with a team that has a 17-year-old playing right wing, centre mid playing up front, and Leandro Trossard playing left wing. So the confidence comes from the fact that you've seen Forest do it and you've seen West Ham do it. So can United do it at home, at Old Trafford? 100%. So the first half went as I thought it would be. You guys are poorer than I thought you would be in terms of offering.
We reach lows.
Yeah, because
new record lows.
New record low.
Because I knew that we would slip into our style of play anyway. But I was impressed as to how quickly we slipped into it. In terms of how we quickly got into our style of play, it was pretty quick, and then it was almost like yes, Garnacho down the right hand side, but other than that, it was absolutely diddly squat and nothing else. And I'm watching in the first 5-10 minutes and thinking, okay, so they can't go through Zertsky because my centre half's going to eat him alive. So they can't go through him. There's nothing coming from that side. God bless Ericsson, but he's past the sell-by date. So he's not a threat at all. Then the centre mid is Casemiro, and Casemiro is an older man, and he's going to try and get about the pitch, but he's not hurting me offensively. And Bruno is doing a good job for the team in terms of I'm trying to jockey wherever Odegaard goes, I'm trying to cancel him out and do a defensive job for the team. So there's nothing coming that way. So I don't have to worry about nothing that way. With all due respect, I don't have to worry about nothing going that way. So we can camp in your half, and there's no pace going that way other than
you can't
my man.
recover the ball quick. Yeah.
So yeah, we're recycling it, but once again, it's that same old problem that keeps rearing its ugly head that we can't seem to break it down. In terms of when we get to the box, everything is pretty up until then. Everything is pretty, and United even, and I'm sure that would have been an Amarant tactic. Even if it was to drop the line 5-10 yards lower than you would against another team, just drop it on the edge, and we'll play from there. And I thought you guys looked comfortable, like in there. Nothing was really penetrating. We tried one with Timber around. I think that hit his hand. If it didn't hit his hand, I think that was the only chance that we would have had in terms of getting him behind you. Everything else was kind of in front. Couple saves from Anana. I think Odegaard had a shot. Someone took the pace off it anyway. I think there was another thing as well. So there was nothing really I could say in the first half that we're going to score.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
but in terms of, are we doing what we done against West Ham? West Ham aside, are we doing what we done against Nottingham Forest? Yeah, I watched the game. It was pretty much the same. Like, we got the ball, recycling it, and we're trying. And give the boys credit, they're always trying. But it never looked like United were going to get opened up. That's the better phrase. Opened up. Can we create something off the cuff? Possibly. But can we open them up? It didn't look like that. And I thought this was the first time I see Ethan struggle. But that's understandable. 17-year-old probably first time at Old Trafford, I think. 17 year old, but this was definitely one where I said, okay, we got to take him off at half time or soon, because I don't know if it was because it's the left wing back and the left centre half inside and him, but he just looked like he was a bit off it. And it might just be a game too far in quick succession for him and whatnot. So that was nothing. Go in there, and then obviously you guys get the free kick, and that's obviously against the run of play, but that can happen if it's 0-0 and one side is dominating it and whatnot. And it was definitely a foul, and it was a brilliant free kick, and it was like the perfect, like, it's the perfect opportunity to watch both captains as to what both captains are good at. Like, my captain is good at everything in terms of involvement in the game. Do you know what I'm saying? He's coming to get it off the six and play with it, and then trying to play with the number 9 and trying to play with the wingers. And Bruno's like, the team is shit. I'm just Mr. Clutch. Like, the team is shit. I'm Mr. Clutch. And we had that argument the other day: is Odegaard Mr. Clutch, or is he more of a system player? Is he? Bruno and him are two top players. I rate Bruno highly. They're two top players. Bruno's good at what he does, and Odegaard is really good at what. And maybe we do compare them, but just appreciate both of them for what they both do. Do you know what I'm saying? And that is something that Bruno can do. So brilliant free kick. I didn't look at Raya for that at all. I see Twitter people saying he should have done better or whatnot, but I'm always going to give players grace, especially top players. Like, I think David Raya is a top player for us. Like, if Saliba made a mistake in the game, I'm not going to crucify him. Because 9 times out of 10, the brother's fucking sensational. Yeah. And I've seen Raya being sensational. So second half comes in, and I don't know what was said at half time, what bananas they ate, what oranges they ate, what massages they got given or whatnot. But it's like the goal that you guys scored just before, it broke everything from them. Because I thought the second half performance from us was absolutely shocking. I thought the sloppiness in the passing was like, you know that Men in Black thing where you just press that? That must have happened at half time, because I didn't understand it. Like, it's something I say. I've been captain at a lot of teams, and my thing to say is always, if you're playing well, and the other team score, just keep doing what you're doing, because it's not what you done that allowed the other team to go and score. They score from a free kick, that's fine. So keep doing what you're doing, because what you're doing is getting to the edge of the box, and maybe we might tweak it a little bit in the second half, but don't stop doing what you're doing. So I'm sure that's what Mikel told them, and I'm sure Amarin told them, you guys are shit. You guys know your shit. I know your shit. But you can't be any shitter than you was in the second half.
And if you
come out,
I'm going to tell the media after.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So come out and bring the line a bit higher up. Nothing pacey is going in behind you. Nothing. I'll just watch this half. Marino's not running past you. Trossard's not running past you. And Ranieri's not running that way. So bring the line 10 yards up and fucking compete in the game. Like, actually compete. Don't just be bystanders. Compete in the game. You're at home. There's fans here. They're protesting. Compete. At least compete. You compete. You get the fans involved in the game, because the fans weren't involved in the first half. And now you start seeing it, because I disagree with what you said. I think you said after the 74th minute you guys started having a bitch. I thought you guys were pretty much, from the word go in the second half, pretty much. You guys started looking. It was like, I'm watching it and I'm sitting up now, like, they're looking a bit. There's like, first half when you're running, you know when Garnacho's running, I'm probably like just on my phone or something. Nothing's gonna happen there. The second half, I'm like, oh shit, something might happen there. And then boom, Mazraoui chance. Yeah. And if that goes 2-0, then I'm turning off the TV. There's no point in watching it. I know we're not scoring 3 to win the game.
If we had gone 2-0,
I know we're not scoring 3 to win the game.
Yeah.
And then same again, we're trying stuff, but it just looks bad. Then he makes the subs quick. Like, I think it was 59 minutes. Miles Skelly comes on. Martinelli comes on. Yeah. I saw Martinelli come on. I was gonna switch it off.
But he changed it a bit.
He didn't change shit.
No, a little bit. Don't you feel as if he penetrated?
Stop taking the piss. He didn't change shit. Stop taking the piss.
I thought Thingy did a bit more though. Skelly.
Yeah, Miles come on and played like somebody that has a brain and sense.
No, but we had to save the fucking piss. Martinelli made them have to save the ball. That on
the chance. Yes, exactly. And what was that? And what do you do? Near post or across the goalkeeper? What do you do? Near post. Exactly. So he didn't do nothing in the game, and I didn't expect him to do.
You're ungrateful.
I didn't expect him to do nothing in the game.
Ungrateful.
And then you guys had another chance, and it just felt like the chances that if you looked at XG, and I hate looking at that.
Oh yeah, ours.
But you guys XG would have been
100%.
Oh my god, they're about to score. Whereas ours would have been, okay, comfy. And then our goal, I don't think nothing else happened after that unless I'm missing something. Then our goal was lovely play by Julian Timber, who I always say I think is probably one of the best signings we've ever signed. Brilliant goal by Deck. You know, we're always talking about like celebrations, like why you're celebrating and stuff. Yeah. I know the season's over, but I guarantee you that if that was a foreigner, that done that, Gary Neville, Jamie Carragher, everyone would have been like, why is he celebrating? Doesn't he know that what's on stake, that what's on the line and stuff like that. But because it's Deck, he's Mr. England, he's Caucasian, it's okay for him to go out. Bruv, we're playing Man United. They're fucking 15th in the league. And I know we're not going to win the league, but mathematically it's still possible. Can we go get the fucking ball and go and score the second goal, please? About and calm. I give a fuck about that. We can discuss that after the game.
Yeah.
And then, same again. It's like, okay, we scored a goal. My man came on, and I knew my life was over. Not my life was over, but I knew Arsenal's life was over when man is taking off. Man's taking off a player here. And man's bringing Kieran Tierney on to go play left wing at it. And you know when that happened, yeah, because he took Partey off, innit? And done that. Then I'm looking at man, and I'm like, I don't know where anybody's playing.
Yeah,
because he moved Mourinho back into the midfield with Rice and Odegaard. And Mourinho is almost like Havertz now. I don't need him back there. I just need him as far away from the midfield and as close to that goal as possible. And then that's why I felt that we didn't have no impetus to go and get the second goal. Because we were so disjointed from the changes and it wasn't impacting anything. And I think the only chance we had would have been an offside one where Martinelli shot. Onana does what he's great at, parried it into the opposition player. And Martinelli skies it, which would have been offside.
I laughed, bro.
Yeah, that's it, innit?
I was like, what did it hit? Because when it went up, I was like, did it?
No, that's him though. That's him. That's him. When that happened, that's him. And then obviously the biggest moment was the one where, like we said about Raya, which I wasn't surprised, but you know, like I honestly feel like time froze because you know the first one, and I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
And then when you got up, I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, because I'm like, shit, I got to come here knowing that we've lost to Man United and shit as they are. So thank you, David Raya. Couldn't love you anymore. Brilliant sided. That obviously, I've seen him do that before in terms of like cat reflexes and whatnot. And asked my missus when we was watching it, when it got to like 88 minutes, yeah, I was telling Anthony Taylor, can this be AFCON? You know when they blow the game before it's 9 minutes?
We don't.
Yeah, can we blow it now? Like, you know when it got to 88 minutes? Because there's only one team that's going to go and score now.
We don't
and
need
it's not
blow time in. Just blow it.
So when it got to 90, I was just like, we don't need stoppage time. Neither of us. Tommy is happy with a point. Andre's happy with a point. I'm happy. Blow the fucking whistle, bro. Blow the fucking whistle. And then when it was 1-1, I was just happy to get out of there with the point. I thought the second half performance was fucking stinker. I thought the first half performance was really good, and yeah, we'll take the draw, take the point.
How embarrassing it is. They had to pay Paul for me to enjoy our second half,
bro. So sloppy in the second half.
I'll take that, man, and I'm sure any United fans would have taken that. And I actually saw that. Good thing you mentioned the XG. So funny how it works nowadays, because I'm sure when I saw it at the end of the game, it was like
it's close,
1.65. But it was close, but I don't understand how, because we had the clear chances.
Yeah,
I didn't mean like you guys had chances, but weren't like clear like our chances. No. So I didn't really.
Do you see when we say we have chances? I don't know the chances that we had.
Yeah, but it was like
I don't know the chances that we had.
I clearly remember.
I just know Martinelli done that one on Arna save. Odegaard. That was
we
it.
Definitely had like the clear chances in the game. But look, we'll take it, man. And it doesn't mean anything for both teams. I think before this game, we all knew like the league was over. So it's a matter of time when it comes to Liverpool clinching the league. And
of course. They need 16 points now, isn't it?
Yeah, 16 points.
Mm-hmm.
It does look bad though. Like if the more like if they keep extending like the lead, it will look bad, because it would obviously over the last couple of seasons you guys have done really well to close the gap. And if they were to win it for like by 10 points, 12 points, it is
I think it's going to happen.
You think it's going to happen?
I think it's going to happen.
I think it'll be a fair reflection on the season though.
I think it'll just peter out. I think everyone knows now. Yeah. Everyone knows it's over. As much as Arteta saying over my dead body, everyone realistically knows. I think they all know.
He walked away from the interview. Have you seen that?
Yeah, so
yeah. What was your thoughts on? He feels like, I understand why he's agitated, but bro, I just think, answer the questions. So I think sometimes it puts it on himself with the backlash that he gets. I don't really. We all can see that your team would have bet like in the first half you've done so well. Yes, like there's context behind everything. You're in the situation. You've got injuries. Everyone can see that. I know you're gonna get backlash, but just move on with it. Just answer the questions and just and get on with it. But why walk away from it?
I'm not trying to hear what they're asking him, bro. They're gonna ask him, is the league over? He's gonna say he said no, and then they ask him.
I don't think it does him any great though, because if it comes to next season, you know what the media is like. They're gonna be on his case, bro.
They're gonna be on him regardless, though, whether he does interviews or not. They're gonna be on him regardless.
If they're not winning,
if we don't win the league,
Yeah,
like if you're not even winning the league, if you go on, let's say you go on a bad run of form next season or something like that, they're gonna be on him. They're gonna be on him. Sometimes it's better to just appease the media.
Yeah, just
sometimes.
get through, tick the box,
like,
and
yeah,
keep it moving.
Like, it's not worth it sometimes. Just
I actually think he's brilliant with the media though.
And I think he is
brilliant with the
but
meat,
then
though.
him walking away now, like
He just gives them a reason.
Yeah, he gives them a reason. Why
gives them a
walk?
reason.
Give them a reason for something to stay. Maybe he might have done it. You know, knowing him, he's very. I always feel very calculated with a lot of things he does.
But I seen all the top managers do, and I don't, because when I saw it, I was just like, it's calm, bro. I seen Klopp move mad, Fergie, Wenger, Pep, like it's calm, bro. Just keep it pushing, bro.
But he hasn't won anything.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying in terms of like,
that's where people are gonna keep coming back to in terms of like.
But can you not, like, if they got, because it was definitely gonna be the second to last question. Can you only not answer a question if you've won? Like, you have to win in order to say, okay, I don't want to answer that question. I'm off.
Well, he was agitated throughout that.
Yeah, because he's probably as pissed. He's probably as pissed as me. He's the manager. He's probably thinking that second half performance is, because remember last week I said what I want from my team. We're not going to win nothing, but don't drop the standards, innit? That was dropping the standards. That second half performance was shocking, and he probably went in there and read the Raya Act to the players, and now they're asking him questions, which he knows that. But obviously, as a manager, you're going to try and defend these players, innit?
Yeah.
And so he's just as agitated as if. So they're asking him questions that he already knows that, okay, they're trying to bait me. Am I going to win the league? But we know you're not going to fucking win the league.
It's part and parcel of like. Sorry, go ahead.
Since he said that over my dead body thing, you've dropped 4 points, innit?
Yeah.
So yeah, he's just.
But he's part and parcel of the game. You know, you're going to do interviews every single game, bro. People like. Ange's gone through the same thing while they're losing.
And I'd never mind it. You know when Ange has his
thing.
rebuttal to it. I love managers are human, bro.
Yeah,
I can never be a manager. I'll be swearing at effing and blinding
I
at.
couldn't.
But reporters were just like, get the fuck out of my face, bro.
Yeah, I couldn't as well.
I just don't think he's done himself any favors with that. People are going to cling on to that and it's going to steamroll until like maybe next week or whenever you lose another game or you're not scoring goals. It's all going to build up.
They should leave him. Everyone knows
but then don't interview.
they should actually just leave him. We all know he's done. We all know he's done. So we shouldn't even just disturb him.
Exactly, bro.
Just like quick, in terms of like the games, anything else we want to touch on?
What do you not think of Heaven's performance, second half?
It was alright.
Thought he done alright, yeah.
I thought he did alright.
Yeah.
I thought he done alright. It's still early doors, but he's done what he's
terms of that
done the
performance-
basic. I think for me, what's more important is like when you're that age and you come on, and especially the position that you play in, just do the basic right. And I think that's all he's done. He wasn't. I don't think it was tested. For us to really see what he's made of, but he done the basic, and that's the most important thing. And
he didn't make any major mistakes that would make me say take him off right now. So
and he also didn't do anything for me to think, oh, he needs to start every week. No,
he did alright. Yeah.
It's just you done the basic. You came on as a sub, done the basic. We move on. You learn from that, and you obviously that's the whole point of it. I'm sure he didn't. He probably wouldn't think he's gonna starting every week. He has to earn his way there. So do the basic. You keep getting your chance, and that's pretty much it.
You know, we were not very quick on the he's the savior of the life.
Yeah. I thought he put a good account of himself. Good account of himself. 45 minutes.
It was my first time seeing him properly, so I was just like, you haven't done anything wrong.
When I've been watching a lot of clips of it about of him when since he's come to United. The only thing I see that he's over comfortable on the ball and
centre mid, bro.
over comfortable, and his decisions got to be quicker sometimes. Like his decisions got to be quicker. It's just he takes too much time on the ball. It's just too. So he's just got to release the ball a bit quicker. But yeah, that's
always a catch-22 for me because obviously playing and whatnot. I always think when people say that, I just have to look at it like, if I'm holding on to the ball, then that's not great. But where's my options? If my options aren't there quick enough, so it's always a catch-22. So I think for Amarin, any manager out there has got to weigh up between, like, let's say it's like my brother that's playing for Bournemouth, Dan House and centre half. I think he's really nice, tidy and whatnot. But he has options when he's playing for Bournemouth and whatnot. So he's gonna look better than a defender that can play. But I don't have no options.
Nobody's open up.
Exactly. So it's always a catch-22. You got to look. If he's got options and he's not releasing it, then we got an issue here.
Yeah, and I heard that.
Whatnot.
But this is not just this game. I'm just talking about other clips as well that I've seen of him. But we'll see how he gets on, man. Good start so far for him. Like he came on last week as well.
Like I said, I thought he put a good account of himself anyway.
Let's just move on quickly to the Champions League. 7 goals. I didn't expect it. I did watch the game though. I watched the. I didn't watch the second half because first half I thought the game was done anyway.
No, we had more, bro.
And then
we had more. We was cooking.
And I think you dropped a message in the game. I mean, you dropped a message in our group. This was like 2-3 minutes in.
Yeah, because I think one of you guys said another game was popping, so I moved to that game. Yeah. And then before I knew it, I was like...
And it was 5-1. I was like, what's happening?
Like, you guys made me miss goals.
Yeah, I thought that was happening, but...
You went to go watch Bayern Bayern
Leverkusen. Watch Bayern. And then next thing I just saw go. I was like,
yeah, so it was... I thought your performance was really good. They played it into your hands, though, because... it's the type of team, as I said, like the dynamics are totally different. Whereas with us, we was playing in a low block. They actually wanted to play football, and they went great. And the centre backs went great as well. The defenders, like defensively, they were shocking, and they was consistently still trying to play despite how poor they were defensively. And there was only one thing that's going to happen there. Like,
come on, man.
Like it was really bad defensively, and they continued with the same old like ethos of like trying to play it from the back. And they had a great opportunity to go on you up. That might have been different. How he misses it, how it even hits the bar from where you were, like I don't get. It's the same thing with that Martinelli one. That obviously his one's offside. Like those kind of chances, how do you even get that high when you're that close in front of goal?
I understand that because Gabriel's coming at such pace, he's got to lift it. Because Gabriel's just going to block it. So he's brain is, I got to lift it.
So how you didn't get that in goal, and then straight, I think it was 30 seconds or 40 seconds after that chance, you went 1-0 ahead, 2-0 straight after that.
Quick.
And then you're fortunate because obviously it should have been a red card. I don't think the first one was a yellow. I think the second one was even worse than the first one. I think that's what I say this in football now. It's like almost every single tackle is like a yellow card now, and it shouldn't be that way. So I didn't think he deserved it for the first one, but no, give the fact that he's got the first yellow. I don't understand how that second one's not yellow. That was even worse than the first. Yeah. And as I said, with like your manager doesn't leave no rooms for error. Thank you, Miles, whatever. Come and sit down with me. Thank you. Straight. Come and sit down with me. So I said you had a bit of luck. They're missing a chance. And second half, I didn't really see the first couple of goals, but I thought it was done in the first half anyway. It was done. What was your thoughts?
Yeah, no, brilliant. Especially going into it, pessimism. We was here, and I said in terms of like, I know we're gonna play well or stick to our philosophy anyway. Whether we play great or not is up. It's depending on the game, innit? But are we gonna do what the manager wants us to do? Pretty much, we've been doing that for almost 3 years now. But it was just, can I see us scoring? And whatnot was the issue. Creating and trying to create and having the intention of what will always be there. But then as soon as the game started and I seen what they were trying to do, and the main thing for me that was glaring was just the space that they was allowing in the key. You can give people space, but you can't let them have space in key areas. Like Odegaard and Partey and them, they can't pick, and Trossard can't pick the ball up in the last 18 and still be in space. If they're picking up in the middle third, like if let's just say Saliba's giving it to Partey and you don't want to press Partey, that's absolutely fine. But Partey can't find Odegaard through the lines, and then Odegaard still isn't being pressed, or the press is too late. So when I see that, I was just like, oh yeah, we're gonna cut through them, and that's exactly how most of our goals were. Most of our goals was us cutting through. It was brilliant by Declan Rice, clips it back post for Timber goal, and then from then on, as soon as we got the first goal, kind of settled everyone down because it is Champions League knockouts. We haven't been scoring in the league, so I'm sure there would have been a bit of nerves between the boys and whatnot. PSV are a good side in terms of what they're doing in their league and their home form and whatnot. So for when we got our first goal, we pretty much calmed down, and then from then on, it was just only one team in the game. In terms of how we play, getting everyone involved was super, super important as well because we shared the goals out as well. That was massive as well in terms of the decision. Big up the referee. Don't know, not sending off my boy. But that was definitely, because if it's up to me, I don't think either was a yellow. But the fact that he was on a yellow for the first one, then the second one, I was just waiting. I was just waiting. In my brain, I was just thinking, okay, I think it was 2-1 up at that time. Or 2-1 up. 2-0. 2-0. So whatever it was, I was just thinking, okay, so we're going down to 10 men in 2 seconds. Yeah? So what are we going to do to keep the 2-0? And then when he just said, oh, no, free kick, everybody go away, I was just like, gets that boy off immediately. KT, get your clothes on, you're going on. Or Ricky, get your clothes on, you're going on. So I was super happy he didn't wait till half time. Because Miles is like, a super comfortable, composed football player and whatnot. But has he shown signs of he's 18 years old?
He's shown signs
that he is 18 years old.
Many signs.
And it's away from home. It's a big game. Next round, obviously, barring a major catastrophe, we're going to go through and we're going to play one of the Madrid teams. That means we're going to go away to the Bernabeu or to the Metropolitano. Imagine Miles playing left back there and you got Diego Simeone on that side. Do you know what I'm saying? Or he's up against Rodrigo or something. Yeah. So I thought it was a good learning curve for him because by the time he went off, it was still a clean sheet. You're right, it was 2-0. And he had got his assist for his boy. So he had still done enough in 35 minutes. Yeah. He still played well and whatnot. And then they get their goals. So what was it, 3-1 at half time. So you're thinking, what do we do in terms of coming out? So are we going to continue doing, like I said, keep playing the way you're playing because it wasn't what you done that allowed them back in the game? Or are we going to say, okay, we're 3-1 boys. Let's just kind of see the game out and rotate. And he was like, no, we're going for the juggler. And once the 4th one came, I thought our best goal was the 5th goal. Calafiori and Trossard, what they were doing, I thought that goal was disgusting.
That was nice.
And another guy getting his 2 goals as well. So yeah, no, good performance, good win. Put the tie to bed in the first leg.
Yeah.
Which was cool because we haven't been able to rest players because obviously we're going for the league and the thing.
Yeah.
So the good thing is, obviously, when we play on Wednesday, I'm pretty sure he'll still start strongest 45 minutes, and the next 45 minutes he'll let him chill because we got Chelsea at home coming up. But
That's what I was gonna say.
most impressive thing was the boys scoring, just getting into that mode of scoring goals and whatnot. And everyone was involved. Both my fullbacks scored, centre mid scored, Marino scored, Trossard got a goal. So yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, definitely a good result because that's what I was going to say. It's a shame, obviously, you're not in the league anymore. Well, not a shame for me, but it's a shame for you guys who are not in the league because this is the type of performance you want in it. So kill off the tie so you can start for the league, but it don't really mean much anyway. So just focus on the quarterfinals. I will start looking at the Madrid players team now and thinking, how can we get at them? That's probably the best.
As soon as their game's over on Tuesday, I think they play Tuesday, innit? The Madrid.
Yeah, they switched, didn't they? Yeah.
Is it Tuesday?
I think so.
I think they
play before us anyway. Yeah. So we'll know who we're playing, innit?
Exactly. So you start looking at how you can
start looking at hotels where we stay in.
Cool. Just before we leave Arsenal, it's not officially confirmed yet, but pretty much confirmed that your new sporting director will be Andrea Berta. Berta. I don't know much of him. Obviously, I know he's coming from Atletico Madrid. He's Italian. That's all I know. What's your thoughts on what's your expectation of him anyway as a new sporting director coming in, and what would you want him to do in the summer? What areas would you like him to address? And do you know much of him?
No, so in terms of knowing much about him, it's just what I've read up in the recent weeks in terms of some of the deals that he's been able to get over the line, which in terms of like the players and whatnot, the profile of the players are impressive. But what I expect from him is just, most important thing for me is the visions align with everybody in the club. So him, Arteta and everyone. I don't want it to be a thing where he's renowned for what he does. He's a top operator. That's why he was well sought after. I think we weren't the only ones that went after him. But I don't want him to come in and be like, I'm dope at what I do, so just let me have reign to do what I do. No. You come in, you, Garlic, Josh, Lewis, and Arteta, all 4 of you, the most important people right now, making sure that everything is aligned in terms of these are the players, these are the links I have, these are agents I have links with, these are players, blah, 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 blah. But just give the manager what he thinks he needs because the club back Arteta. Do you know what I'm saying? So he ain't, like I keep saying, he ain't going nowhere anytime soon, innit? So it has to be, so my most important thing is just the vision just has to be aligned and the players that he can get in. I don't want him to get players in, like for the club. Like obviously the club, Arsenal Football Club is always going to be there. But I definitely think we're on the cusp of something and we're moving in the right direction with the players that we've got in because everyone pretty much in our first 11, 13 is all Arteta's players. There's no one really left. Now, other than Saka and Mane that come through the youth team, everybody else is pretty much him. And that's through recruitment, him, Edu and whatnot. So just keep that going in terms of the talent that we're identifying. It aligns with what the gaffer wants and it's going to fit within the team that we have already. So this summer is massive, but I know the wider fan base don't look at football like maybe not just how I look at football, but they look at it as, okay, we've got a new sporting director in. He's got to get everyone. He's got to make sure because if he doesn't do nothing this summer, then he's shit. But my man's just coming in now. It's March and whatnot. And yes, I'm sure he's going to try and do what he does, but it's almost like we're going to hold him to a stick because we didn't do nothing in January. Our expectations are now heightened, so we're now looking from him to go and get. You got to get Isak, you got to get Nico Williams, and you got to get all these players over like. If you don't do that, you're shit. I'm not thinking that. I'm just thinking we have to address our issues, which is the front line. So whatever he's gonna do in order to make sure that he gets those players over the line is the most important thing for me. Everything else is pretty set in terms of how we are defensively. Probably get one more defender in because of how many defenders we're gonna let go. Probably Zinni's gonna go, Kivior probably go, and Tierney probably go. So definitely address that. The boy at Ajax, the 18-year-old at Ajax is good. I'd love him. Yeah. Just because we got Timber coming through. Because obviously you look at Martinez, we got Timber, so obviously their production line is good.
Yeah.
And then obviously another midfielder, especially if we let Partey and Georgie go. Hopefully move Miles in, but then just address the front line. That's the most important thing for me. Address the front line. Get Sakura back up, centre forward, left winger, send Martinelli back to Brazil. And I'd be happy.
Yeah, from the fan base, there will be a high expectation. You said because of like you're coming off the back of like 2-3 seasons, not winning the league, being close to winning the league, and a lot of players that you've been linked to, and not addressing the front line that you need players in the front line. So there will be expectation from that majority of the fan base. I know you feel different, but in regards to Arteta, I believe, according to the reports, Arteta was part of like the
they consulted him.
consulted. So they would have spoken, and I'm guessing that they would have all been in line with whatever plans they've got moving forward. But I do think the summer is very important for him. But it's not just him, the whole club.
Yeah, for the whole club,
For the whole club, because going into next season, like, I'm sure like the fan base will want instant performance from the get-go, like you buying all the players you need, because there's no summer tournament apart from like
Club World Cup.
What is in there. And
apparently there's money in
the
that.
money in that. We'll get into that. Apart from the what, that's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much, Adi, what about you? Do you know much about him?
No, I don't, so it'll be quite interesting. I guess the key thing is that he does well correctly and with the rest of the team. But yeah, it'll be nice to see.
You said the key thing is that he does well.
He does dovetails well in the rest of the team.
I don't want him to do
no,
well.
that's for like for Arsenal. I said it after that week. I wish them nothing good.
Do you want him to be as bad as Dan Ashworth was for you guys? Is that what you're saying? Or worse?
Worse is the only way. Why would I want it worse? Worse, even worse.
I guarantee he won't be as bad as Dan Ashworth. I guarantee.
Worse is what I'm praying for.
Oh, cool. You know what? Just let's quickly touch on that. The World Club Championship, the FIFA's come out in terms of like the reward, and the winner can potentially get $1 billion, which they are trying to find a way to sell this to
It's match fixing.
everyone, and there's no better way to do it than the like prize winning money, because no one's gonna hear 1 billion and not want to win it, especially with the difficulties that they're facing with like financial fair play now. 1 billion?
It's fraud.
That
I heard the winners is probably closer to $500 million.
Oh, okay.
And that the rest of the 500 is
Will
for
be shared.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
But still, 500 million is a hell of a lot.
And
of
apparently,
money.
the money you get to participate is pretty much the same amount you get when you go into the Champions League. What they're trying to do is try and play the importance as the Champions League. So if everyone will want to play in it, because it makes a massive difference for clubs financially, going, especially Man City. Imagine Man City. I think Man City are fine anywhere. Chelsea mainly, that are already in a tournament.
Yeah, Real
that will give
Madrid.
them.
Or is it less?
Yeah.
So it's.
I can't remember what the winner gets. It's a few. At minimum, it's 100 million. I think it's a split a bit more than what we think, but it's still a hell of a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
Okay, we ain't in it.
It's a
You ain't in it.
hell of a lot.
Okay.
Because I think what they were saying was that the winner of the Champions League will get similar to what the winner of the Club World Cup gets. And if you win the Champions League all the way from beginning to end, it's about 100 million, I think. So, yeah, it's mad. And that's just for how many games?
Yeah.
Don't care.
It's just fraud.
Got nothing to do with me.
Yeah, it's just fraud.
Nah, they're just trying to get people to buy into the tournament, because at the moment they're probably not generating as much interest as they would want.
See, if Real Madrid, Barcelona, United, Liverpool are not in it, and Man City, that prize money will suddenly drop to 100%.
100%.
Cool. All right, look, let's just move on to United quickly. We played midweek as well, Europa League. The performance was much better than I expected. I thought it was going to be the other way around. I thought they was going to dominate the game. They didn't really do that. But I thought we done really well. We created better chances, but we just didn't take it. It's typical United, really. Even this one that we scored, I'm surprised it went in. And I'm
Who scored for you, Logan?
Zirkzee.
That's the goalkeeper. It's the middle of the goal,
yeah,
huh?
It's in the middle of the goal. I understand.
It's the middle of the goal.
When I saw it, I was like, and then we'll say we scored.
It's like, are you having a fucking laugh? It's the middle of the goal.
And that's the problem with football, because I was still at work because it was early kickoff, right?
Yeah.
So as soon as we scored, I checked on my phone to see the highlight, and I was like, it's the middle of the goal. But I didn't want to say anything, because normally I'd have messaged you guys, but I didn't want to say anything, because I was like, they'll say it's always you. It's always you that has a problem with something.
Yeah, that shouldn't even have been a goal. But nevertheless, I was happy with the performance.
Could have lost at the end, though.
Yeah, could have lost.
Yes.
That.
Yeah.
Definitely could have.
I have no idea why that player went with his right foot and not his left foot.
Yeah.
No idea why he done that.
Well, we haven't been great at Old Trafford, so going into
It makes no difference.
it makes no difference. Going into like the game on Thursday, I think it's pretty much the same. The only thing that's still on our side is our European performance. I've been totally different from the league performances. We're still being unbeaten in Europe this season, so that's the only thing going for us. But knowing us, it's still the same. If you left there winning the game, then I might feel a bit different. But going into Old Trafford on Thursday, anything can happen, man. Anything. So we'll see.
definitely still a 50. It's definitely still a 50-50 tie.
Yeah, I agree.
No, we won it. We won it.
You reckon? Nah, I
I
don't
mean,
know.
that's because we think you're gonna win the Europa League, though.
Yeah.
We think you're gonna
Do
win.
you see that? So that's your one-day game with 9 men on the pitch.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? They had went down to 9.
They went down to 9. They still went to go and score.
Damn.
If I had 9 men, I wouldn't even know there's a second half of the pitch. I would be camped.
Oh man.
Let's quickly round up this week Premier League games and then
Shit.
Yeah, the game felt so like yesterday felt
Flat.
like
It felt flat, innit? Yeah.
I felt like because everything
yesterday felt fake, like there was no games on.
Yeah, it felt.
do you not think it's because like the excitement's slightly gone because we're now just waiting for Liverpool to win the league? It's just like even
No, but then European places are all still up for grabs. Everything else is
Yeah.
done.
Well,
Liverpool won the league and the relegation.
It's not as exciting as it used to be.
Or maybe the sun came out and
Maybe,
everyone's
yeah.
focus was outside
Yeah,
because it just
yeah.
felt flat yesterday.
feel
as
flat.
well.
It did
So
feel
it might
flat,
be that,
yeah.
but it just felt weird yesterday for
Yeah,
sure.
nah.
Because who did the European clubs play yesterday though?
No,
Maybe that's
no,
why
no.
it felt flat. Because Villa played Brentford. That game was okay. Well, Tom's gonna go through the games anyway. But
Yeah, let's go.
Tom's
for
a
the
bit
game.
racist.
The first one.
Tom can't tell the difference
No,
between.
I thought when I got into the difference between Ramsey, Watkins,
And Rodgers.
and
They got
Rodgers
bare
sometimes.
mixed race
Well,
guys.
because
It's
all-
confusing, bro.
No, allow
Tommy
it.
was like, "Oh, Rodgers got."
I was
an
so
assist."
I was
No,
so
he never.
adamant.
And he was adamant.
but he
I was so adamant, bro.
So
that
when I was
was-
watching match, I was like, "What's this nigga saying?"
yeah, no, Rodgers scored, but he got disallowed.
Yeah, I was like, no,
I was so
That's
adamant.
Ramsey. That's number 41. That's Ramsey.
100%.
Now let's go for the game. The first one is Nottingham Forest. I was happy for them beating Man City.
I think they
1-0 at
needed it
home.
as well.
Yeah,
They needed
that
it.
you know what? Until yesterday's victory, I know like they're bidding on a Champions League position, but I
getting
still
tight.
wasn't convinced they can potentially do it. But yesterday's victory is giving me.
Yeah, they're not dropping that.
If they had lost yesterday, I would have been worried for them because it was getting.
No, as soon as they won, I was like, said it. I was at my boys' house. They're not coming out.
No, once they've won,
Yeah.
that's my view. But
Yeah,
if
they're
they're
not
not
coming
lost, ooh, it would have been tight.
It'll be
for them.
massive for them. I really hope they can do it. It's just this is probably. I know it's not going to be in the same. People are not going to talk about
As
like
the
the
Leicester,
Leicester one.
but it's a
but
performance, bro.
So almost get relegated to and getting into the Champions League.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a big thing.
100%.
And it's football, really. It's football, and sometimes
Especially the manager that got sacked from Tottenham. And
exactly.
Tottenham are not even going to sniff Europe next season.
No, but
And
they
he's
didn't
taking
even. They didn't
Forest.
even try and give him the time.
Yeah, no, yeah.
And it's we always say this sometimes. Just saying in football, things are not always as bad as you might think.
Yeah.
And sometimes I think it's just not a right fit.
Exactly.
And that's it.
Sometimes
Sometimes they
things
were
just
just
aren't the
calling
right
him
fit.
shit, but actually it just wasn't the environment for him to excel.
I thought, what did you think of the goal though? You think Edison could have done better?
yeah.
Yeah, I felt
Or did they take him by surprise or something?
Because I wanted to make this statement because I know that I've always said that Edison was a better keeper in the league. I always thought he was better than Alisson.
Yeah, I've said that before. I've said
Yeah,
that.
no,
I've said
changed
that.
my mind.
there isn't.
I've changed my mind.
I know Drew's was.
It hasn't.
You said.
It hasn't been like that for at least 2 seasons now.
I've changed my mind.
He's like this.
Decline.
Like a steady,
Yeah, he's declined.
yeah,
and I
steady,
think
yeah.
it's 2 seasons ago that he first got linked to the Saudi league, and they should have just let him go then.
yeah, steady.
But I'll be honest with you, like Alisson's the best.
They only need to face
goalkeeper in
one
the league
shot
now.
and they'll concede. Man City only.
When I saw the guys, I was like, "Oh, that's not. That's not."
Yeah,
good, bro.
No, last season Man
not
City
good.
would win games, but they would always concede. They'll
This
face
season,
2
and this
shots.
season, they're always conceding.
Yeah, so they'll face 2 shots and they'll still concede.
Yeah, but brilliant from Forest though. Those boys, I love
yeah,
them.
man.
Callum, Ola,
Yeah.
Alanga. I love because do you see the interview they done after as well with Rio?
I
and
love that.
I love the fact that we don't have everything is robotic now, isn't it, in the world, especially with sports because there's so much coverage of it. Everyone has to be PC. I love the fact that they have personality and they show that how they play is personality anyway. Because Ola Aina playing right back like that shouldn't play right back like that. Right back should just be steady Eddie. He don't play like that. He sags his shorts down. He goes forward as much as possible. He defends his heart out. Him and Doku yesterday going back band for band was sick. Just watching that alone was perfect. So I love that. I love the fact that they play with personality, and especially for Callum as well, not working out at Chelsea and him finding a home at Forest. Because he went on loan to Bayer Leverkusen. Did he not? Did he not go on loan?
he did.
Moved around a bit.
He was being linked to Bayern Munich. And
Yes,
then
yeah,
all
and
of a sudden it fell through.
and then he kind of went that way.
It's easy for your career to disappear after that, man.
I'm happy for him because, as you said, it's easy for his career to. He could have easily faded away, and even Alanga as well. But it just shows that talent that everyone's seen all this years, it's
It's
still
still
there.
there, man.
But
It's still
obviously,
there.
it's
Still
just the
there.
confidence level at times, isn't it? You need the confidence. You need to have the right fit, the right manager to be able to back you, so you can like, obviously perform to the level that was expected. And that's exactly what.
And his performance levels are good because when Raya asked him yesterday about England, I will put him ahead of Sancho in the pecking order in terms of like if we're going to pick wingers now. And I love Sancho.
Yeah.
But I'll put Callum's performances this
I don't
season
even
ahead of
think of
Sancho.
Sancho when it comes to England anymore.
Yeah,
to
I
be
don't
honest.
think. Yeah, same man. Same man. Next game, Brighton beating Fulham. It's so funny that Champions League spot. Everyone in the top half of the table can make that Champions League spot. Even
a big
Fulham.
win for
That's why I'm
Brighton,
saying the game should be interesting.
Yeah.
But yesterday was
So that game, I thought whoever won was still in the race, and whoever lost is percentage-wise is out. Because I thought that was a massive game.
Yeah.
I thought that was a massive game.
was it 2-1 in it?
2-1.
Joao Pedro
I thought it was going
and
to be 2-1 the other way.
Yeah, penalty at the end.
who's got the Joao Pedro scored penalty? Who
Joao.
scored Brighton's first goal? Oh, Van Hecke, the header.
Van
Yeah,
Hecke,
it was the
And
header.
then he
It was a
Iwobi
great
set up
header,
Jimenez. Yeah. Good goal, Jimenez.
Palace 1-0 to Ipswich. Ipswich had a few chances as well, but I thought Palace was going to win the game. I'll be surprised if Ipswich even got a draw at the game.
They left it
And
late.
please inject Adam Wharton's passing ability into that England, not squad, first 11 playing, receiving off the centre back and breaking the lines. That brother, when I first watched him, I think it was last season. I remember I called Tom, I messaged because I didn't have no fucking idea who this. I watched Palace play football, centre mid. They never break lines. Their midfielders are just combative, just workman. Just get it to Zaha, or that was their thing. And then when Eze and Elise came, just get it to them. Then I see him and I was like, "Yo, Tom, who's my man playing centre mid?" And our research came from Blackburn, bro. When he gets the ball, everything. How can I be progressive with it? Whether it's the instep outside of the pass, whether I'm finding my winger, whether I'm going straight through the line, bro. And my favorite United player is Michael Carrick.
That's
my favourite United
I hate
player.
the fact that you said that.
That's my favourite United player.
I hate it because I wanted to say that before you said it.
That's my favourite United
I was
player.
about to say, do you know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of Michael Carrick, bro.
Every pass,
I knew he was going there, so I was trying to stop him.
Every pass that I love Michael Carrick, and I shouldn't because he played for Tottenham and United. But I love Michael Carrick.
Quality.
Every pass that you can make from the middle of the park, he can do. And Adam Wharton, right now, he's been injured for so long, so we can't really talk about him too much in terms of like this season. But next season is massive, and someone's definitely buying him from Palace.
He's not staying there. Yeah,
that'll give me my last point. Someone's definitely buying him from Palace.
He's not staying there.
And you can see though, from like Palace ever since he came back from injury, how Palace's
Bro.
form changed. It's effortless as well. He just reminds me of Carrick, like the way he just drives the ball past. I think the first one with his left foot, like, outside the foot, just take that.
Eddie and Ketty are idiots when the guy missing. He messed up the assist, bro.
And I think pretty much it's like the same thing you said. When I first watched his game, I think I messaged Ade. I was like, because I think there was playing a few youngsters in that game. I was like, who's this young boy from Palace's academy? No, Ade was like, no, that's the guy that bought from Blackburn. I was like, that's his bro. I'm thinking this guy was
don't see Palace midfielders play football, bro.
Yeah,
he stood out. As soon as you watch him, he stands out. Yeah.
Nah, effortless, bro. We have no chance anyway.
You guys got Kobe Maino, bro.
Let's respect
Kobe,
ourselves.
bro. You got Kobe Maino, bro.
Sending him pure profit.
You got Kobe Maino, bro.
Let's move on, man. Then obviously Liverpool beat Southampton. We expect Liverpool to beat Southampton. It gave them a bit of a scare with but you always knew that was going to come
you
back.
always knew that.
I only saw the mistake today, but what the fuck was Alisson and Van Dijk doing, bro?
They were tired from the other day from the Champions League.
Oh, we have to talk about that performance, by the way. We have to talk about that. We talk about that quickly. Because that was
So let's go into that now, actually, then, quickly. Go into that now. The PSG and Liverpool game.
No one ever lie, yeah. That was... I've seen that training session 100 times, training. That was attack via defense. You know, like when the manager gets to the defense and literally tells the defending team, you guys score by passing 3 passes and getting it to the other end.
It's mad.
That's a goal for you. The attack team, obviously, they have to score. Luis Enrique could not be any prouder of that team's performance. The only credit I give Liverpool, and this is my last point on it, is obviously the first half they were getting peppered, didn't it? In terms of chances, Pepper and Alisson's making it. The only thing they done different in the second half was they didn't allow PSG into their box to get. So most of their shots were outside. So that's obviously something Slot, Van Dijk, someone's worked out. Because they didn't allow them to penetrate the box. But they were still having chances. But it was all shots from outside.
That's what I thought as well.
But from 89 minutes, that was just attack via defense, bro. And it was almost like That's the best team in our league, you know, right now. They're like 12, 13 points.
Bro, it was more dominant than your game against PSV. It was more dominant than your game against PSV. It was wild.
I agree.
Yeah.
But then when I saw the starting lineup, I messaged the group in it. What screamed out to me was just the midfielders, the 6 midfielders, 3 from their team and the 3 from the Liverpool team. They're just pure footballers.
And we didn't see Liverpool ones.
And we didn't see Liverpool's one.
No,
But
they didn't exist.
the PSG ones, pure footballers, bro. Like, just proper, like.
That day, I think I was just screaming as I was messaging.
Bro, it was dirty, bro. And the rotation with the 3, no striker.
Yeah.
Barcola, Kvaratskhelia, and Dembele, the rotation between the 3. Nah. I can't wait for the second leg because they're going to play that way again.
Yeah,
At
it'll be
Anfield.
interesting to see.
And
Man.
Egypt's when they're going to score 4 or 5 they scored yesterday. And win.
Yeah. And Nuno Mendes shout because obviously we've seen Salah get clamped out of games a lot.
Very good.
But that was,
It
But
was
I was
composed
surprised
as well.
because this is the first time. A lot of the times, I know how good he is going forward.
Yeah.
But I've never
Yeah,
really
it was-
seen him defensively.
Yeah.
How he deals with like a
No,
top.
he did,
And he done really well.
He was brilliant.
So
He was
shout out,
brilliant. He was
actually.
brilliant.
Yeah. Let's just quickly run through the rest. We don't need to go into much details. Brentford to Villa. Brentford have lost they ain't won in 7 games at home now. I don't understand.
Swear?
Yeah, 7 games at home. Don't know what's
Yeah,
going
they're winning
Brentford
away.
go on
now.
their mad runs though. They
Yeah.
might not lose at home for 10, then not win at home for
Yeah, it's crazy. But they're winning away at the moment, but it's a bit weird.
on. Then we have Wolves, Everton. Everton's been unbeaten for a while now. I don't think have they lost a game under Moyes? Maybe
Nah, we
one.
don't lose. We don't lose. We don't lose, sir. So he messed up again. Called him Moyes, sir. David Moyes. We don't lose. We don't lose for matches.
And then today's game, Chelsea. Let's start, but quickly let's give Ade a round of applause.
I was about to say. Do you know what I love, Ade? I love how you play the game. Now you just think different, think outside the box. High risk, high reward. I love it.
Bro,
I love it. I love it.
and the thing
When
is,
everybody else is collecting 30 points, you are collecting minus.
but the reality is, I'm not going to change. Here again next week. I'm here again next
Just for the
week.
listeners, we're giving a round of applause because he made Cole Palmer captain. So,
Oh, wow.
And that was his first professional penalty miss.
That
That's
was-
got 12 out of 12 until
Bro,
today.
I said I can't write what happened to me this week. I can't write it. So literally,
I don't think we need to say any more of the game before Ade starts cussing his life. But let's just move on.
Yeah.
Let's move on. And Bournemouth and Spurs.
That was a joke of a result.
I
that was
was
never a 2-2
shocked.
game.
That was
That was
a
never a 2-2.
Bro, I didn't even finish. That was my next. That was the next one I was about to say.
That was a joke.
my TV froze after it got to 2-0.
Yeah, bro. I can't believe it.
It was a joke. It was a joke. It was a joke.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
Tottenham were never. They were never in the game.
I want Spurs to score though because obviously I want people that had
Karkash.
or like Oyson as
Huyson, yeah.
in fantasy to,
But that was
to,
crazy,
get
bro.
2 points, but I didn't think it was going to get anything.
At
From
point, I didn't even realize Spurs were at home because of the way the game was going.
Bournemouth were brilliant.
Like,
Bournemouth. That's the best assist of the season so far, though. Off the top of my head now. That assist from oh my god.
And I said it. I think I said it in our group. If he is going to Liverpool, according to the rumours,
Yeah, he's been linked for time though.
what a signing it is.
Yeah,
gonna
he's
be
been
for
linked for time,
Liverpool.
though.
That
It just
left
makes
back,
sense.
Kirkus, what signing is going to be?
Their left back that they've had for how long did they have Robinson for? 7-8 seasons? They took him from Hull for 10 million.
Yeah, he's done
They
the
took
job.
Kirkes from Bournemouth for how much would they sell him for? Inflation, what, 30, 35 million?
35 million.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Is there anything else we need to discuss? Going any major talking points? It's been a
Nah,
quiet
the
week.
Madrid derby, I can't wait to see that though. Champions League,
Champions League,
Atletico.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's
it. Really.
There's only one in it, and Atletico are still very, very live.
Very competent.
They're
so
very live in that game, bro.
100%.
I feel like that game's gonna go off.
Who would you rather play though? If you had to pick one,
I'd probably say Real Madrid.
I was
I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say-
I was going to say the same thing.
I mean, because we're not gonna beat them.
Yeah. But you prefer because
I think.
But I feel just because they won't respect us, innit?
Yeah,
No, they won't
they'll
respect
play,
us.
Yeah. That might give you a chance.
Yeah, whereas
But they're not
Diego
fucking
Simeone
around.
is,
You don't play games.
and Real Madrid don't play games in the Champions League. So I don't want to play either.
And because of you don't have no
They're
forward
out,
line as
basically.
well, you don't want to really be playing.
Eat it. Like, they just eat you up.
with a low block with no space.
Bro, we won't. Well, we'll have one shot on target in 180 minutes if we play
yeah,
that
yeah.
team, bro. At least Real Madrid, they're gonna. We're gonna play. You can play as well, but we got the better players. We got Mbappe, Vinny, and Rodrigo.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely them.
Cool. All right, let's move on to the quiz. We need to try and do it quicker though.
All right, quick. All right, so most of this is in relation to Man United against Arsenal. So
Oh,
10
what the
questions,
heck, man?
10 questions, United Arsenal related.
Well, it's not just normal general knowledge, bro.
Nah, bro, it's Derby.
I don't care about Man United.
It's Derby day. So generally, when I ask the questions, they relate to all time, all competitions.
Right.
Yeah, if it's a specific competition,
I don't know. I don't know.
That's fine.
I already say it right now.
All right, question 1. Who has the most goals in games between Arsenal and Man United? Which player specifically has the most goals in games between Arsenal and Man United?
I don't know. I'll be honest.
Who's got the most
I
goals?
don't know.
All right, number 2. Name the last player to move from one club to the other.
The last player, yeah?
Yeah.
Transfer or free or...
Whichever. Just move in any way. Which player has the most appearances in the fixture?
Okay, who's played for that long?
All right, question 4. Which Arsenal player scored the winning goal in a 1-0 win for Arsenal at Old Trafford to secure the 2001-2 Premier League title?
Oh, yeah.
I think I might have mixed it up. I don't know which one.
Yeah, I kind of
Question 5. Who has more goals in the fixture, Cristiano Ronaldo or Thierry Henry?
That's a good one.
Question 6. What is Arsenal's current unbeaten streak against United,
Including today's game.
including today's game?
That's a trick question, though. Because does the FA Cup count as a loss?
90 minutes only.
Okay.
And 90 minutes only.
Uh-huh. That can't be right. That can't be my man, though.
Number 7. Who was the last player to get sent off in the fixture?
Got sent off.
Who was the last player to get sent off in the fixture?
Can't remember no sending off.
Question 8. Who has won the most games? United or Arsenal?
Like you said, this all comes again, innit?
Yeah.
Who was one of the most? United or Arsenal? They were probably dealing with us before before we was born. I don't even know. I'll just go. Yeah, I'll go with them.
All right. Number 9.
Bruv.
What nationality is former Arsenal player Johan Giroud?
Johan Giroud. Oh, sent off. For fuck's sake, don't get this. Oh, the centre half. Oh, God.
No, I got it wrong. Oh my gosh, he's one of the two.
Ecuador.
No, it's got to be this. So then my man is that, though.
Okay. Ecuador. People can be from the same country.
No, I'm saying... Oh, no, I don't know, my man. Where's the thingy, bro?
Question 10. What nationality is former United player Quinton Fortune?
Quinny.
All right. Is there anything you guys want to run
Yeah,
through?
number 7 again.
Number
Last-
7. Who was the last player to get sent off in a fixture between United and Arsenal?
Got sent off, bruv.
You say 90 minutes, innit?
What is Arsenal's current unbeaten streak against United, including today, and only 90 minutes?
Has my man been sent off against us, bruv? I'm just going to say, bro, I don't even think it's right.
I've changed this like.
You're about to change.
And
the
number
right
one
time.
is who again? Who scored the most goals in the fixture?
Who scored the most goals in games between Arsenal and United?
See number 9. I know there's 2 countries in my head. I think I might have gone for the wrong one, but we'll see.
Oh, I know that one's wrong.
Definitely one of those 2 countries for a fact. I know.
Which one did you write down?
We'll get
But you
there
wrote
now.
one down, Sha.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Let's go.
Who has the most goals?
I just went with Rooney.
I had Rooney and Rashford. I crossed out Rooney. I left Rashford.
It's Rooney.
Yeah, I literally crossed it out.
I don't even think Rashford's in the top 3 or 4.
I literally
Who'd
had
you
it
go
and I
for?
crossed it out. I had Rooney and Rashford, and I rubbed out Rooney. I went with Rashford.
Oh, you went for Rashford?
Yeah.
Who was the last player to move from one club to another?
It's got to be Evan.
It is.
Heaven, yeah.
The funny thing is that my initial question wasn't correct. Like, it was different, but because I phrased it incorrectly, you both got it right.
But what was you going to
It
say?
was
then?
actually meant to be a pay transfer.
Yeah.
So that was my intention.
Yeah, that's what I asked you. Was
Yeah,
it
yeah.
paid,
So-
free?
And because of the way I answered
Yeah.
you've gotten it right.
yeah.
But the last paid could have been 2 players
Oh, who is?
because it was an exchange. It was that Mkhitaryan,
Mkhitaryan and things
Sanchez. So
Sanchez,
they're
yeah.
actually the exact same day. I would have taken either. Question 3: which player had the most appearances in the fixture?
That's wrong because I put Rooney.
I just went with Giggs.
It's Giggs. Which player scored the winning goal in the?
I'm not sure
1-0
which one
win
it
at Old
is. Is
Trafford?
it Wills Todd?
It was Wiltord.
Wiltord,
Yeah.
That's because what's the other one with that Weyer scored?
No, that's
That was Overmars.
no,
Overmars
Community
scored
Shield.
that. Yeah, that was Community Shield.
That's
Overmars scored
Where
in
was
98.
Community. Who has more goals in the fixture, Cristiano or Thierry?
I went Ronaldo.
Thierry, one more.
I swear, I went CR7.
What is Arsenal's current unbeaten streak against United, including today, and only 90 minutes?
It's got to be 6 games.
I went 5.
6 today was 6.
Today makes it 6.
Okay.
Who was the last player to get sent off in the fixture?
Dallo.
Darlow in their
I put
FA
Casemiro.
Cup. Who has won the most games, United or Arsenal?
I put United.
At United.
It's United. 99 to 90.
So this one, I 100% know is Austria or Switzerland.
So what do you put?
I did Switzerland.
What nationality is
Yeah,
Switzerland?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what nationality is former United
South
player
Africa.
Christian?
South Africa.
Okay.
Bloody
yeah.
yo.
1, 2, 3,
I only got that Ronaldo one wrong, you know.
Yeah, I got 5.
You only got. Tell me.
Swear down.
Yeah. I only got that Ronaldo one wrong.
This is unlike you.
Well, yeah, like, obviously, this fixtures, I know this fixtures in and out. Though,
All right, well done, lads. Listeners, let us know what you got. Today was a one-off. We'll be back to a wider pool of questions next week. Let us know what you got.
Cool. I think that's it for today, though, right? Is there anything else? I don't think any of us have been doing great in fantasy, so we shouldn't be giving tips.
I'm doing the best out of us, show.
We'll move on. All right. Look, thanks, people. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Share this with friends and family. We'll be back next week. We out. Peace.
Peace.